I moved from Australia to Miami with nothing, no contacts, no money, no idea how anything worked here. Today, I have 6 million in real estate, all of it making money every single month. But I did not get there doing what most people tell you to do. I tried the normal stuff. I looked at Airbnb. I ran the numbers on every strategy I could find. Most of them were a waste of time. So I did a proper comparison. 5 strategies, same amount of money, same city, and I scored each one on 3 things: how much money it makes, how risky it is, and how much work it takes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one wins in 2026. The answer is probably not what you think. Here are the rules. Starting money, $100,000. That is what most investors have ready to go right now. City, Dallas, Texas. Big population, strong job market, lots of people looking for housing. Property, a normal 3 to 4 bedroom house, priced between $250,000 and $300,000. Same money, same city, same type of house, 5 different strategies. Let's see what happens. This is what most people think of first. You buy a house, you find one family, they pay you rent every month. Simple, right? Here is what it actually looks like on a $285,000 house in Dallas. Mortgage around $1,800 a month. Tax, insurance, repairs, another $700. Total cost $2,500 a month. Average rent for a 3-bedroom in Dallas, $1,800, $2,000 a month. You are already losing money. Even if you get creative with the financing and cut that mortgage down, you are left with maybe $100 to $200 a month. On $100,000 invested, that is less than 2% back per year. A savings account pays more than that. How much it makes, 2 out of 10. How risky it is, 5 out of 10. One empty month wipes out half a year of profit. How much work it takes, 5 out of 10. 3 years ago, this was the move. People were making $5,000 to $10,000 a month from one property. Then cities started banning it. New York, Miami, Austin, city after city brought in new rules. Hosts who built whole businesses overnight found their income gone in 30 days. Even where it is still legal, it is getting harder. More competition, lower prices, higher costs, empty weeks in slow seasons. The best Airbnb operators are still making money, but the risk is totally different now. One city council vote or new local ordinance and your business is illegal. How much it makes? 7 out of 10 in a good spot. How risky it is? 2 out of 10. The rules can change overnight. How much work it takes? 2 out of 10. Running an Airbnb, well, is a full-time job. Buy a cheap house, fix it up, sell it for more than you paid. Sounds easy. Here is what actually happens. First, you need to find a deal. That alone can take months. Then you hire contractors. They run over time and over budget. Then you try to sell into a market that may have moved against you while you were renovating. The best flippers make great money, but they are working full-time every single day. That is not passive income. That is a very stressful job. And if one deal goes wrong, you can lose $30,000 to $50,000. How much it makes? 8 out of 10 when it works. How risky it is? 3 out of 10. One bad deal can hurt badly. How much work it takes? 1 out of 10. This is the hardest one on the list. This one is actually great. Apartment buildings, office spaces, retail strips, strong cash flow, long leases, business tenants instead of families. But here is the problem. A decent commercial property in a good city costs $500,000, $2 million minimum. Your $100,000 does not get you very far here. You might get into a group investment, but then someone else is making all the decisions with your money. Great strategy, wrong time for most people with $100,000 to invest. How much it makes? 8 out of 10. How risky it is? 6 out of 10. How much work it takes? 7 out of 10 if you own it yourself. How easy it is to get in with $100,000? 2 out of 10. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Same $285,000 as the rental example, same Dallas market, same $100,000 starting money, but instead of renting it to one family, we do something different. We turn the living room into bedrooms. We convert the garage into 2 more rooms. We furnish every room, bed, desk, storage. Now, instead of one tenant paying $1,800 a month, we have 8 tenants paying $810 a month, 8 people, 8 rent checks, total coming in $6,480. Mortgage, $2,258. Monthly costs, $1,533. Total going out, $4,439, including vacancy and money in reserves for capital expenditures, repairs and maintenance. What lands in your account every month? $2,040. On $103,000 invested, that is nearly 24% back every year. The rental gave you 2%. Same house, same city, same money, 12 times the return. And here is why co-living is perfect for right now. Housing costs are high. Wages have not kept up. People cannot afford to rent a full apartment by themselves anymore. They need a clean, furnished room at a price they can actually afford. That need is not going away. While long-term buy and hold margins shrink, Airbnb gets banned, fix and flip stays hard, and commercial stays out of reach for most people, co-living sits right in the middle. Normal house prices, business level cash flow, growing demand, low regulatory risk. How much it makes? 10 out of 10. How risky it is? 8 out of 10. 8 tenants means one empty room barely hurts you. How much work it takes? 8 out of 10 with the right team running it. Here is the final score. Traditional rental, low cash flow, medium risk. Not worth it in 2026. Airbnb, good money when it works, too risky, rules changing everywhere. Fix and flip, great returns, high risk, full-time work, not passive. Commercial real estate, solid strategy, $100,000 is not enough to get started properly. Co-living, highest cash flow, lowest risk per dollar, works with $100,000. Demand is growing. I did not choose co-living because it sounded good. I chose because the numbers made it impossible to ignore. I came from Australia with nothing. I found this strategy. I now have 6 million in assets, all built this way. If you have $100,000 sitting idle right now and you want to see exactly how we do this for investors, the link is in the description. I will walk you through a real property, real numbers, real financing, exactly what it takes to get started.